Over a year of decluttering and organizing stuff that I truly did not need to keep in my home. And this is a story of how in over a year, I've transformed my space into something that my family can truly enjoy with less clutter. It takes less of my time to clean the house, to organize, to declutter, to do all of the things. And my attention is no longer dreading coming home and feeling overwhelmed instantly and feeling out of control with managing and keeping up. And I have more responsibility now than I did in this stage of life, but it was all distracted by the clutter and I couldn't enjoy my home. So if you take anything away from this video, I hope you just feel encouraged to clean your space, to get things out of your house that isn't serving you and your family, because we truly don't need them. We put so much emphasis on things rather than experiences and taking time for what truly matters in our lives. We all want families that function well and that can, live in the lives that we live when coming home feeling like you're in a space that gives you a fresh breath of air, that you don't feel overwhelmed and suffocated in, that you have space to learn, to grow, to feel safe. So if your home feels overwhelmed and you're just dying to get to that stage where you walk in your home, where you're not embarrassed when you invite people over, when you're not cleaning up the same toys over and over again just to do it the next 20 minutes you've already done it, consider joining the channel of us who have just dedicated our lives to becoming more intentional about keeping our homes a better space for our family. This community has truly been incredible on motivating me and keeping me accountable, so I hope to do the same for you guys. And if you guys are interested, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips in this video on how we can stay motivated together to keep our homes clean and to just declutter more. My number 1 tip is to focus on progress, not perfection. Social media and all the things we see online gives and paints this perfect picture that our lives are to be lived unrealistically, to have that aesthetic home, to always keep a clean home. And if you are a mom, you know that is not the reality of life. We have messes to pick up. So progress over perfection any day. Tip number 2 is to spend no longer than 10 to 15 minutes every single day. This is a statistic. I can't remember the exact one. So if you understand it or you know it, let me know more clear in the comments. But they say statistically, kids only have an attention span of I think it's 7 minutes at the most when they're doing schoolwork or something like that. And I believe it's true when it comes to cleaning and decluttering and doing all the things. Our brains are not meant to just, unless we're cleaners, okay? But when it comes to doing a big decluttering task, it is so hard for our brains to just sit there and do the whole thing. So take 10 to 15 minutes out of your day every single day for however many days it takes and just do the thing. Get it done. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Is make everything have a home that you want to have a home. Do not put things into baskets that you're going to forget about. That is the worst advice somebody can tell you, is to put everything away where it goes, because if you have a lot of stuff, you do not know where it goes. Get rid of the stuff, keep what you actually use, keep it out on a shelf, and use it until it's done, and then replace it. Do not keep things for maybes and some days. Just get rid of it now, and then when you need it at that time, it could be 6 months from now, you can easily get yourself that thing. Unless it's an heirloom or something crazy that is worth keeping, keep it. But if it's a thing of alcohol that's been sitting in your cabinet for over years, just toss it. If you're not using it, you don't need it. Tip number 4 is to keep decluttering. You don't just get to the state of a decluttered home. It is a constant, ongoing cycle. Say you have 10 pairs of pants and you get a new pair of pants. Okay, now you have 11 pair. And then the next week comes by and you're like, oh, I think I like that new style. I'm going to go ahead and get another 2 pair. Okay, now you have 14 pair. And before you know it, you have 20 pair. And then you're not even keeping track of the things that you have that you enjoy. So get rid of the things as you bring in more things so that you are on top of the decluttering process. Keep your staple items and just let that be enough and constantly keep cycling out things. And I look at it as, by me decluttering this item, it could possibly be a blessing to somebody else. So donate as you are decluttering and you're getting things out and your home is starting to feel lighter and brighter and more free. And my tip number 5 is remember why you started. What caused you to want to get to this state? What made the shift in your mind that told your brain enough is enough and I'm ready for change? Because that, my friends, is what's going to drive you to get to the destination that you want. That peaceful home that you walk in, that home that you don't feel embarrassed, that home that takes 10 to 15 minutes to quickly tidy, that home that's inviting to anybody that comes over. I am so incredibly proud of you guys. I have all the faith in the world that you guys are going to transform your spaces into the homes of your dreams. And it doesn't matter what your house looks like. Any home can feel peaceful and loved as long as you are putting and implementing the love into your home, the time, the effort, the prayers, the just the strength that you bring into your home is so powerful. Anyways, I hope you guys stay so motivated, so encouraged, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Looking through somebody else's open